Okay, today I'm going to show you everything that's in my grooming box. It's very messy. To be honest, do I even know everything that's in here? Not really. So we're going to find out together. Let's do sprays first. I have this Pepe coat conditioner. I use this at shows mostly, but I got this at a show and then I haven't shown in a while, so I just started using it at home too. It just makes them really shiny and it smells nice, and I think it makes their coat healthier. And I like to use it after baths to like repel dirt. The next spray is this Santa Fe coat conditioner. I don't really have a favorite conditioner. This one has sun protection, which I do like for the summer because the sun is really intense here and the horses get sun bleached really badly. The next thing is this antifungal spray. It's antifungal, antimicrobial for rain rot, ringworm, Swedish, rain scald, girth itch. I also use this for thrush treatment because the active ingredient is actually an ingredient in a lot of thrush treatments, and it does not stain your hands or smell bad. I really like this stuff. It's very handy to have. I have this Curacin wound spray. This also can be used for fungus, but I just like to use it on like whatever cuts and stuff. It also doesn't burn, which is nice. I've used it on my own cuts. That's how I know that. And pasta gets in fights all the time. And this is my favorite thing I found so far to treat cuts because it doesn't gather dirt because it's just like a light spray. It also doesn't burn and it's clear. So if you need to use it like before you show or anything, you can do that as well. And it's also decently cheap. I think it's like $15 for this bottle. My last spray is this. It was a boot stretch spray, which actually is just rubbing alcohol, if you didn't know that. But then I finished it and I put thrush treatment in it because I hate using the like squirt bottle things on thrush because I feel like you waste so much of it, like pouring it on the ground, and also it gets on your hands. But clearly, like, this is a mess anyway. I don't really use this anymore because I like to use the other one better, but I have it just in case. Okay. We're done with sprays now. We're gonna move into other random ointments and such. I have hoof oil. This is my favorite hoof oil ever. This is the E3 Elite Equine Evolution hoof oil. I get this on Chewy. It's like $17 for this big thing, which if you don't know, for hoof oil, that's really cheap. It smells good. Like, it smells like essential oils. And it just has like a bunch of natural oils in it. It has sunflower oil, avocado oil, macadamia nut oil, hydrolyzed keratin. It's also really a thin consistency. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's pretty liquidy, which just makes it easier to apply, and it also doesn't freeze in the winter. I have liniment. This is the Vetricin one. I don't really have a preference on liniments. This one seems to work fine. When I apply it, I feel it tingly on my hands, so I assume it does its job. I don't really use liniment all that much, but I had this for a show and I just kind of keep it handy in case I need it. This is the shampoo I use on Pastas fungus. I get this on Chewy as well. It's actually for all animals, like dogs and cats and horses. I know there's a lot of different shampoos out there. He doesn't have like intense fungus, so I don't have to get anything medicated or prescription. But this I do like because it's not super abrasive and it just kind of gently treats it rather than like being very intense, which is what pasta needs. The last little ointment thing I have is this triple antibiotic. It's literally just the off-brand Neosporin. I just use this on little cuts and things. I like to put the Curacin on and then put this on over it as like a protectant. Moving on to grooming tools and such. I have two mane and tail brushes. This one is from the wet, ew, it's disgusting, from the Wet Brush brand, and then this one's just like off-brand. I got them both at TJ Maxx. This one I decided I didn't like pretty shortly after getting it because when you try to brush tails, these things separate, which is what they're supposed to do so they don't pull out hair, but it's just like kind of ineffective. And then this one I got when I decided I didn't like that one, and I really like this one. This one's the Wet Brush for thick hair. So the bristles are, I don't know if you can tell, but the bristles are flexible, so they try not to pull out hair, but it also has a really thick back and a thick paddle, so it works well for thick hair, which obviously horses' tails are very thick. I have 2 hoof picks. This one my friend gave me. It looks, I honestly think it's from like Shein or something, or Temu or something. But it's kind of cool looking. And the brush works really well. And then I have just this plain one that I got for like 50 cents. I did have a pink one that was really good, and it had the brush and the scraper and the hoof pick, and somebody stole it. So for curry combs, I have a lot of curry combs. Let's just one at a time. I have this wall one that's quite thick and like, it's a little thicker and coarser, but the bristles are pretty flexible, and my horses really like this on their body. I think it honestly feels like a massage, and it gets the dirt up really well. I have 2 of these massage slash curry mitt things. One of them originally went in my show grooming thing, and then I just took it out and forgot to put it back. I don't honestly really use these that much. When I was younger, I really liked them because I was like, oh, it makes the horse feel good, but they really don't seem to like them that much. At least my horses don't. So these just kind of sit there. But they are magnetic, which is kind of cool, I guess. I have this Oster curry comb that's probably 15 years old. I'm not even joking. Anyway, I use this for the legs and the face because it's very nice and soft and non-abrasive. And I have a metal curry, which is not my favorite thing. I actually really hated these for a long time because when I saw people use them, they'd be really aggressive and the horses hated them. But then I figured out that if you like are gentle with it, the horses don't really mind them that much. I really only use it for like shedding season though. I only have one actual brush in here. So where I live, we don't really get mud or anything. So we don't really need like a aggressive hard brush. So I just use this flick brush to dust the dust and stuff off their bodies. This is my favorite brush ever. I don't even know what brand it is. I have braiding bands in here that obviously had something spilled on them, which is gross. I have these little scissors that I use to cut manes. A Sleeky's block thing for shedding. This is honestly the best shedding tool I have ever come across. They're just pretty expensive. That's why I have the little tiny one, because the full-size one is like $20. And girl, I'm not going to spend that. So, and then I have this pocket knife that my boyfriend gave me because he didn't want it anymore because it wasn't sharp enough for him. And he said, keep it in case you need to defend yourself. And I said, against what? Against what? The teenage girls at the barn? Like, what are we talking about? But anyway, he was trying to be nice, I guess. Actually never used this once because I'm scared of it. Okay, that's all that's in here. So I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye.